Hi, my name is Shae Hampton. Have you ever thought about what it would be like to become a sports medicine physician? Well, by becoming a sports medicine physician, you have the ability to help so many people in this world and also have a very positive impact on the world that we live in today. So I think everyone should care about this topic because there are so many reasons actually. The biggest one being, by becoming a sports medicine physician, you get to help better society by helping athletes, and not only athletes like on a global scale, such as the NBA or the NFL, but also on a high school or college or even elementary school, middle school, local level as well. For credibility, I actually have a very personal connection to sports medicine. That is what I want to do with my life. That is what I feel like I'm being called to do. I realized this when I went to my very first rodeo ever. It's the Cody Night Rodeo. I was in Montana, in Wyoming with my grandparents and my sister. We were staying in Montana. And I went to this rodeo, and for the very first time, I got to see what rodeo was all about. The sport itself, the electricity in the air when you're sitting there in the stands, just the enthusiasm, the excitement that's just all around you. There was a saddle bronc rider, and he got stuck. He had finished his ride, his full 8-second ride, great ride, and he got stuck on his exit, and his foot got stuck in the saddle strap, and he got stuck under the horse, and he was just pummeled to death. It was a very crazy experience to watch. And as this man was getting just kicked around and beat up by this horse, trying to make his way out, I realized just how much pain he was going through. You could see it on his face. The whole crowd went silent, and you could have heard a pin drop in that stadium at that time. When he finally got up, the rodeo cowboys and clowns came onto the field to help him get off of the field because he could not walk by himself. In that moment, I realized he has to go see a doctor, like right now. His injuries are too severe to not see a doctor. And at that moment, I just realized, hey, that doctor could be me. I could be the doctor helping him get through what he's going through right now. I immediately went home, researched all about sports medicine physicians and how I can be one. And now that is what I want to do for my life. I have 3 main points with this. One of my biggest ones is that you get to help people and make a difference in the world. The next one would be job security. That's a huge thing, especially in the world we live in today. So job security is so important. And my third point is that you have so many different opportunities within this same basic field of sports medicine physician. For helping people and making a difference, you get to give back to your community. A lot of people have strong ties with their community, and you get to help give back to people. You get to help the people who helped raise you and were always there for you. You get to be there and help them. Second point for this is that you get to create humanity. A lot of people think that the humanity is gone within society, and by being a sports medicine physician, you get to help bring that back a little bit. Now, I do have a counter argument. Many people are going to say, oh, you're just doing this job so you can have a big salary. And yes, that's a bonus, but for the people who truly want it, who truly want this job, that is not what they're all about. The salary, like I said before, just a bonus. It's not the reason to become a sports medicine physician. They're going to say that all the hours in school and all the years in school that you spend you're not going to end up loving the job that you do because you spent so much time getting to where you are. But that is just not true. You spend so much time. If you're that dedicated, you love it. You love it. You want to do it. The money is just a bonus. And the fact that you have to go through 4 years of bachelor's degree, 4 years of med school, plus residency and fellowship, that is a lot of schooling, but it is all worth it in the end for the impact you can have on the lives of people that you really, truly care about. My second point, like I said before, job security. Huge, huge thing in our society that we live in today. Many other fields, like veterinary fields, they have a pretty decent job security as well. But some other fields, like laborers, construction workers, certain other fields, don't have as good job security as what people want. Like many other 9-to-5 jobs, not great job security in this society that we live in today. Some people in this field have an extremely high growth rate. Like the jobs they grow rapidly, like at a very, very rapid pace. Recruiter.com actually says that the demand for sports medicine physicians is bound to go up with 72,500 new jobs by 2029. That's a 2.15% growth rate over the next few years. That is very, very rapid for any type of field. Another thing is you have so many opportunities within this field. You are able to travel. Like, doctors are needed everywhere, not just in America, not just in the United States. Third world countries where you can go and you can give your support, you can give your time, you can go to Africa, you can do missions. There's just so many different opportunities. Another thing, a book called Team Physician Manual, International Federation of Sports Medicine, says you can get called to help at a local, regional, or international level. That is very, very important to people who also like to travel, which this goes right back into my third and final point. There's so many different opportunities within the sports medicine field. You, like I said just a second ago, you are able to travel. You can work in one place and then decide, hey, I think I want to go to this state and see if I can do it there. There are sports medicine clinics all over the world, all over the country if you want to stay more locally home. There's some right in your neighborhood and you just may not know it too. There's always a part of a hospital that is dedicated to sports medicine. Like, there's a big one at King's Daughters. Another thing is that you're not stuck within a certain sport. If you want to be a sports medicine physician, there's also athletic training, which goes right into that. And you don't have to, like I said, be stuck within a certain sport. So if you want, you can specialize and be able to work with NFL teams, NBA teams, or local high school volleyball teams or national volleyball teams, whatever you're looking for. There's an interest and there's a spot for you in that place. College sports teams, they need sports medicine professionals, they need athletic trainers, nutritionists, they need all of this, and all of those things get wrapped up into the major category of a sports medicine doctor, sports medicine physician. Another one, my last and final point for this, is personal and professional growth. Everyone wants to grow and use their job to help them grow. You have professional growth because you may start at a hospital and get what you think is a good clientele under your belt and be like, hey, I think I actually would like to have my own practice. You can go off and do that and be just fine. You can start your own practice. There you can make your own hours. There are just so many opportunities for professional growth. Also, for personal growth, getting a good bedside manner, being able to connect with people, communication skills are so important. You're not just texting and calling these people. You're meeting them in person right in front of you, and you need to be able to talk to them. These people, you get to communicate with them, and it's such a privilege to be able to communicate with people and be able to try to help them get to the point where they can move on their own, be free from these sports medicine injuries, and get back to the sports that they love. I personally have suffered a sports injury, and by going to a sports medicine physician, I was able to get better, and now I'm back to playing the sport that I love so much, volleyball. So there are just so many good things that you can do. Also, just to roll back into salary for just a quick second, from salary.com, the salary in Kentucky, the median salary for sports medicine professionals is $241,000 a year. So, yes, it is great that salary is so good, but here again, it is not the big push. Like, that is not the reason to do this. Even though I definitely do think that you should look into becoming a sports medicine physician. It is so helpful, and you don't just have to treat sports injuries. Yes, that is what it is, but also, like, with your training, you'll also be able to help other people too. I think that this field is so incredible and so in high demand right now, and it is such a good field to be interested in and actually want to do. A good way to do this is to get your bachelor's degree in pre-med or kinesiology on a pre-med track, and then go from there. So my thesis again is that by studying and becoming a sports medicine physician, you have the ability to change the world and have a huge impact on people, and a positive one at that. Job security and being able to make a difference in the world, and so many different opportunities. I do believe that this is really good for you. This is such a good field. In closing, I think that everyone should really look into this field. Be a sports medicine physician. They are so helpful. Imagine what you would do if LeBron James got injured, no one was there to help him. The world would be like, oh my goodness, what are we going to do now? All these people help all these different kinds of people with sports medicine injuries. Thank you so much for listening to this.